Welcome to the homecoming journey. Today we're diving into an essential topic for your emotional well-being, emotional resilience. We'll explore what emotional resilience really means, how to recognize your emotional triggers, and I'll explain how to use the P.A.U.S.E method next time you feel triggered. Imagine for a moment what life would be like if setbacks, disappointment, or emotional storms no longer sent you into a spiral. Instead, you found yourself responding with clarity, compassion, and strength. That's the essence of emotional resilience. And it's not a trait you are born with, but a set of skills you can learn, strengthen, and embody every single day. Emotional resilience is the ability to stay grounded and balanced when life throws challenges, stress, or difficult emotions your way. It's not about avoiding pain or discomfort, but about how you respond to these moments. Being emotionally resilient means you have the inner strength to acknowledge your feelings, recover from setbacks, and keep moving forward with clarity and confidence. It allows you to adapt, bounce back, and maintain your sense of self even when situations feel overwhelming. This resilience doesn't mean suppressing emotions or pretending everything is okay. Instead, it means cultivating awareness of your emotional experience and learning tools to navigate your inner landscape with compassion and kindness. Over time, emotional resilience builds your ability to face life ups and downs without being swept away by reactive patterns or overwhelming feelings. Emotional triggers are sparks that ignite intense feelings, often pulling us into old habits or reactions we wish to change. These triggers can be the presence of a certain person, a situation, a word, or even the tone with which the word or a phrase is being said. Recognizing what triggers you is the vital first step towards managing your emotional responses. The more you recognize your triggers, the better you become at not being caught off guard by them. This awareness creates space between the stimulus and your reaction, giving you the possibility to respond in a healthier, more intentional way. When emotions run high, it's easy to react impulsively, often in ways we later regret. One of the tools that can help you break the cycle of your emotional reactivity is the P.A.U.S.E method. The P.A.U.S.E method is a practical, step-by-step approach that helps you respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively when you feel emotionally triggered. This technique creates a space between the trigger and your reaction, allowing you to make choices that align with your values instead of habits or automatic patterns. The P in the P.A.U.S.E method stands for pause and notice. The first and most important step is to physically stop and interrupt your automatic response. You can do this by taking a slow, deep breath or silently counting to 10. This small moment begins to shift your brain from reactive to rational mode, something we'll talk about more in an upcoming video. A is for acknowledge your emotion. Identify the emotion you are feeling and name it. Are you angry, hurt, disappointed, embarrassed? Labeling your emotion helps you step back and see it as a feeling, not as your identity. Say, I feel angry, rather than I am angry. Acknowledging your emotion also keeps you from pushing it down or letting it take control over you. U is for understand your reaction. Ask yourself, what about this situation is triggering me? Often our reaction isn't about the present moment, but it's tied to past experiences or patterns. Understanding the why helps you address the real issue instead of getting lost in emotional overwhelm. S stands for select a response. Now that you have created some space, instead of reacting how you always have by snapping, shutting down, or withdrawing, calmly consider your options. Ask, what response would be the most constructive right now? What aligns with my values or the person I want to become? E is for engage mindfully. Take thoughtful action based on your chosen response. This means expressing yourself calmly, communicating a boundary, or even just deciding not to react at all. Your response becomes intentional, not impulsive, and is more likely to lead to positive outcomes. Now let's take a look at a real-life example. You receive a critical email from your boss late in the day. The email feels unfair and immediately triggers anxiety, frustration, or even anger. Here is how you can apply the P.A.U.S.E method. Before replying or letting emotions take over, stop. Push your chair back, take a few deep breaths, or count to 10. Then silently say, "I'm feeling anxious and frustrated right now." Ask yourself, am I reacting mostly to the email or to memories of past criticism? Is there another stress adding to this feeling? Then select a response. Would firing off a defense really help, or would waiting lead to better result? Maybe write a draft response for later review, or decide to speak with your boss in person. And lastly, mindfully choose how to engage. Choose to wait before replying, discuss calmly in tomorrow's meeting, or send a respectful, clarifying email. By practicing this method regularly, you create new neural pathways that support emotional mastery instead of reactivity. Over time, the pause becomes a natural habit, helping you navigate emotional challenges with greater ease and compassion for yourself. Remember, emotional resilience is a skill you develop through awareness and practice. Start by noticing your triggers without judgment and respond intentionally with the pause method. Each time you do, you are strengthening your emotional muscles and moving closer to living with greater peace, freedom, and authenticity.